Great. So we are recording now.
All right.
So yeah, welcome everybody to the data science certificate class. And my name is Kishori Konwar, and we will be together going through a journey of data science. So just want to make sure that everybody can hear. Neil, do you receive any information that somebody cannot hear well or see the screen?
Yeah, I think everyone is good to go. No, there's no complaint as such.
Okay. So as I explained, from time to time, I'm going to pause and ask, wait, see if you have any questions. So feel free to speak up. And Neil, is my quality of my voice okay? Like, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, a little bit of increasing would be good, I guess, for everyone.
Great. Let me crank up the volume a little. That should be good, probably.
Yes, it's good.
Right. Okay. So welcome everyone. So first, let me give you an idea about the structure of the course. And then I will take you through a journey of what you can do with data science and how to learn it so that you can be a data science. In fact, I consider all of you are actually selected carefully. And I have spoken to you, each of you individually. And I noticed that you have the right background to be a data scientist very soon. And that's why we selected carefully. So I consider you as a data scientist as of now, actually, as we begin. So now the structure of the course, let me give you an idea how we are going to teach. So we will have classes on Saturdays like this at this time for about 2 to 3 hours, depending on how much time we can go on to cover a topic. Then, so this is every Saturday.
Zoom.
And then if you have, and then I'll give you feedback. The feedbacks will be in several forms. Homework, this may be on paper, and then programming assignments. So do not take this too seriously. These are not for grading. These are only ways for me to interact with you and see how you think and help you along the process of becoming to develop that mindset and the background necessary. Because different people have different background. Somebody's strength is programming, somebody's strength is basic math and so on. And some of them you all have seen but maybe forgotten over time because you have not used it. And I'm going to make sure that I actually do a recap, help you in understanding those concepts and how to apply in data science. So now, programming, when you do this programming assignment, just mail me the code. Same thing, you can scan it and send it to me or write it up. Handwriting, doesn't matter. And I'll check, give you feedback. And then sometimes, if I feel that I need to give you one-on-one kind of suggestion, I can set up special classes to speak to you and then, or give you a phone call and then discuss with you what you need to know. And then that is the feedback. So then you will have a certificate. This certificate is going to focus on what you have learned, what you are good at, and everything is tailored towards how do you get into a data science industry and then establish yourself as a data scientist. This will be focused on that. Such as I'll focus on that you have the necessary math, probability, statistics, algorithms, and machine learning algorithms. These are the things you will have to, you will mention about it. And then your programming would be, Python and R. And I will tell you why Python and why R. And after this towards end, I'm also going to give you a resume consultation. I'll bring in a consultant, and they can give you feedback on resumes. Look at it, because all of you have different, dreams and goals. Some of you are trying to become a data scientist, find a job in the industry. Some are going to go for other studies in data science. Some are going to go abroad, and some are going to look for, contracts and so on. There is a whole lot of opportunities in data science, and it is getting actually crazier every day. It's getting worse, or maybe for us it's great, but everywhere I see data science, even in this around US, Canada, and Europe, everywhere they want to hire data science, and there is a huge shortage of data science because very hard to find people who have a reasonable math background, reasonable amount of programming, and also knowledge on probability. Oh, this is supposed to be on the programming, probability theory. Very few people know statistics, algorithm, machine learning algorithms. These are like finding a needle in a haystack. And that's why there is a huge demand. And data science is being applied in many fields. Medicine. In fact, it's very hard to find somewhere they don't apply data science in medicine. All the research centers, medicine, pharmaceutical industry, finance, marketing. Actually, I do not know which field in the industry they do not apply data science now. And also I see that, in fact, yesterday I got a problem. Somebody came to me that they have all these resumes and they want to use data science machine learning techniques to find out a good candidate. How do you do that? So I do not know in a field where data science is not actually required. It's exploding where its applicability. So this brings us to a question: what is data science? So now let me give you an idea about all these words called machine learning, data science, and so on. So let me clean this board up. So again, you don't have to take notes because we'll record them. And also this is more important that we discuss. And so first, let me explain what is data science, AI, machine learning, and what do we mean by that. Then I'll take a pause and ask, give you a chance to ask questions. So we hear this word AI, artificial intelligence, data science. Then we have machine learning. Then we hear deep learning. So what else do we hear? So yes, this is where what we hear. So AI is used. Okay.
Yeah, it's going good. There's no question as such.
That is correct. Yeah. So that is, yeah. No, I'm just making sure. So we will.
Yeah, we can see you, and there's no any issue as such.
That's fine. Yeah. No, that's. So yeah. No, I'm just going through it. So deep learning, and so on. So data AI has to do with, in the 80s, it was very popular to create something like artificial intelligence, something like a human being or comparable to a human being. So then comes the idea of data science. So with the advent of these mobile devices and other devices, so we see that, more and more people want to apply data into different fields. Similarly, you want to use, machine learning for using learning patterns that show up in the industry. And then deep learning. So essentially, deep learning is a method of machine learning. It's a method. So this means nothing. Machine learning, you can say, is a part of kind of data science. And AI, I think it's used mostly because of marketability. People want to sound very cool and interesting. That's where this AI thing comes about. So essentially, what is data science? What is machine learning? So what background knowledge do we need? Machine learning essentially captures models that we could not capture in traditional statistics. In statistics, usually they would try to fit data. Fit the data, and then use a model, probability model. I'll explain these things. Now, it turned out that in real life, it is very hard to capture all the complicated things in probability model and fit data. And also, not everything can be written down with a formula. Life is far too complex, or life's issues are far too complex in real life that we cannot write a formula. It will be very complicated, and some of them you can't even write. So as a result, machine learning methods came. So essentially the formula becomes here, the complicated formula becomes a recipe or a process to calculate. So that becomes algorithm, because you cannot write a formula. So if you give data, you can go through a procedure and get the results. And that's where machine learning took over, became popular. Because this also came about because computers are more powerful. Like 30 years ago, finding a powerful computer was difficult. Finding a device that would give you things like calculate something fast is difficult. Now, you can find computing models everywhere. So that is another thing. So in order to do this data science, so again, data science is a very generic name. Data science, people say. Machine learning and statistics are essentially, these are the, you can say, two sub branches I see. Data science uses statistics and machine learning. And because you apply, you need the programming component to write softwares. But in order to do programming, you need to know these. Even if you know programming, you still need to know about the machine learning algorithms and statistics. So that brings us to another question. So that is the knowledge that's why we need statistics, probability, and statistics is based on probability theory. So now let me see what kind of programming do you need, and why do you need, and how do you use it? Well, programming in data science is done in usually two languages. Python, which is a very straightforward language. Some of you know, and others we will go through it in the class. And R. So Python is required. It is easy to program. You don't have to compile, unlike C or Java. It is very duck type, so it's not strongly type checked and so on. So that's why you need to use, and everybody started adopting it. And they started writing these libraries that have these algorithms of machine learning and statistics here. So you will have machine learning libraries, and then libraries where you can scikit. We'll see these. These are libraries where you don't have to invent an algorithm every time. Okay. So then R is a statistical package that is kind of a language. It's not a general purpose language. So statistics is mostly for data processing. This is very good at doing statistical models that we already know for a long time. Models. They're very good at creating all these beautiful plots a data scientist need to do to create his reports. So that's one thing. So now Python is it has nice library and scikit. Is that all? Well, that's not all. Python is also, because in data science today, industries have tons and tons of data they want to process. So to process large data, you need clusters, large machines. They can be in the cloud, that can be in your company. And Python can interact with these clusters. You can run large calculations with Python. But with R, It's very difficult. R is good at doing one thing, like run this model. But Python can glue together different things. It can using Python you can call R, you can call library, you can send data to the cloud. It is general purpose. So this works like the cement holding different pieces of the brick. So that's why Python is popular, and R is popular among this. So now data scientists and data engineers. But here, let me wait for a second, and then give you a chance to ask questions. But before I do that, I need to here make sure that I do something to Zoom to kind of.
Yeah, I think Kishore, it's fine. They can ask questions and they can say their name probably.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, anyone have any specific questions? Feel free to raise it.
Yes. And you can just unmute and ask. So in the meantime, I'm making sure, taking care of this.
No questions, Neil. Jatinder here.
Yeah, hi, Jatindra.
Yeah, no questions yet.
Oh, no questions yet. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
Okay. So give me 1 second, and I am going to make sure the Zoom that I'm using is, making sure that it's. Okay. Okay, great. So give me 1 second. I need to. Okay. Neil, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So I just need to actually.
Will you have end this session?
Hmm?
Will you have to end this session or something?
Yes, I may have to quickly end it. I need to do something to the Zoom because I'm using it on the large kind of a number. So I need to do a quick change to them. So they are just saying that, okay, just make this little change. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Okay, you can take 5 minutes break probably, yeah?
Yes, we can give 5 minutes break. Think about questions and let me in the meantime fix this problem. Sorry
Sure.
about it. Yeah.